1981, a book appeared that seemed to come from another world. Its pages were filled with strange creatures, impossible machines, plants that transformed into furniture, and humans that became something else entirely. Every page was written in a language no one could read. Scholars tried, cryptographers tried, linguists tried, but the book refused to reveal its secrets, because this was not simply a book, it was something far stranger. Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. Tonight's case file, the Codex Seraphinianus. The Codex Seraphinianus was created between 1976 and 1978 by Italian artist and architect Luigi Serafini. When it was finally published in 1981, readers immediately realized they were looking at something unlike anything ever printed before. At first glance, the Codex looks like an encyclopedia, but not an encyclopedia of Earth. Inside its hundreds of pages are detailed illustrations describing an entire world that seems to obey completely different laws of reality. Plants grow into chairs, fish transform into birds, machines appear to operate on principles no scientist recognizes, and everywhere across the pages runs a flowing script, elegant, precise, and utterly unreadable. It looks like language. It behaves like language. But no one on Earth understands it. For decades, researchers believed the Codex might hide a secret code. The writing system resembles a real alphabet. The letters connect into words. The words form sentences. The sentences fill entire chapters. Some letters even appear only at the beginning or end of words, just like real languages. To cryptographers, it looked exactly like a cipher waiting to be cracked. But after years of study, an unsettling possibility emerged. The language may not mean anything at all. Serafini later explained that the script was intentionally designed as a form of writing without semantic meaning. In other words, it looks like language, but it communicates nothing. Why create such a thing? Serafini gave an unusual answer. He said the Codex was designed to recreate the experience of being a child opening a book, seeing that it is full of meaning for adults, but not yet understanding a single word. Despite its unreadable text, the Codex appears to follow the structure of a scientific encyclopedia. The first section documents the natural world of this strange universe, flora, fauna, physics, creatures that resemble animals we recognize, but twisted into bizarre new forms. A rhinoceros with two heads, plants that uproot themselves and migrate, fruit that bleeds when cut open. The second half of the book shifts to civilization, architecture, clothing, food, games, history. The illustrations grow even stranger. One page shows a couple transforming into a crocodile. Another shows a man whose leg has been replaced with a wheel. It is as if the laws of biology and technology have merged. The world described in the Codex feels familiar, but completely alien at the same time. Serafini later revealed something unusual about the process of creating the book. He said the drawings came first. Hundreds of surreal images appeared as he worked in near isolation for years. He described the experience as entering a kind of creative trance. The images demanded explanation, so he invented a language to describe them. A language that could never be translated, because translation was never the goal. The goal was immersion. To create a book that feels like a document from another reality, a world that obeys its own logic, a universe that exists just beyond our understanding. Even today, the Codex Seraphinianus continues to puzzle readers. Some believe it is a work of surreal art. Others see it as a philosophical experiment, a reminder that humans crave meaning, even where none exists. And some believe the book is something deeper. A mirror, because when we stare long enough at a language we cannot read, our minds begin to search for patterns, for structure, for hidden meaning. Perhaps the Codex is not meant to be deciphered. Perhaps it exists to reveal something about us. The Voynich manuscript left scholars asking, what does this book mean? The Codex Seraphinianus asks a more unsettling question. What if meaning itself is an illusion? What if the human mind cannot resist trying to decode the unknown? Because sometimes, the greatest mystery is not the book itself, but the way our minds refuse to stop searching for answers. Welcome to Mysterious Encounters.